Good day. We're gonna calculate the fees, professional fees for quantity surveying services for a proposed project. Those are the financials of the project. The total net contract value is 183 million. Then we've got your contingency there. You've got your VAT, and then you've got 221, which is the total contract value, including contingencies, professional fees, and preliminaries also. So it's 221 million. So to calculate the professional fees for quantity surveyor, you've got to exclude some of the things. We look at exclusions. Electrical is excluded and mechanical is excluded. Why? Because the quantity surveyor there is not doing any work. The electrical will do his own valuation for payment certificates every month, and the mechanical will do his part to evaluate the work for payment purposes. So the quantity surveyor will not be involved. He will only take their payment certificate and include it in his for submission. Then with less professional fees, and the total is 53 million, which you have to less from 183. Then we have the value for fee purposes for quantity survey, which is 130 million. Then 120 million. Then we'll look at this table, which you can find on quantity surveys professionals. Here's a table that we use. We'll tell you value for fee purposes be up to 1 million. You look at primary charge of 19,000, percentage 8% margin run rate, balance over 0, and all categories. So we'll now decide where our value for fee purposes falls under 130 million. It falls under from this category 128, between 128 and 256 million. Then we've got the primary charge there, which is primary fee, which is 7 million. Then we've got the marginal rate of 4.1%. Then the balance over 128 million. That's what we're going to use, which means that's our bracket category. So 128, between 128 and 256, this is where we are. Then we'll highlight that so that we don't forget. Right, and value for fee purposes, we have the total there, which is 130 million. And then we'll say what is our primary fee. Primary fee is there, 7 million. We'll say what is the balance over. Our balance over is 128 million. So to get our this amount, we will say that less that will give us our balance over, which we will then multiply it with the marginal rate there, which is 4.1%. And to get the secondary fee, we'll say that 4.1%, multiply by less balance over, which is the difference between the value for fee purposes less balance over, and give us 84,000. Then fee for surveyor, quantity surveyor is that secondary fee plus primary fee. That will be the fee for the quantity surveyor. Total fee for quantity surveyor 7.1. But now this fee, now we have to divide it into all according to all stages of development, because we don't pay it once. It's not a once-off payment. It's paid in accordance with the stages of development. So that we've got 6 stages, which is shown on this table provided by the body of quantity surveyors. What we're doing here, I want to show, yes, it's here. So which category does this fall under? Below quantities. There's a category 2.5. Inception, as you can see, we've got 2.5 there. So I've got 2.55% concept and viability, and 7.5% design and development, and 35% documentation and procurement, because that's where he now is preparing to go out on tender. He has to prepare a tender document, the quantity surveyor. And then construction now is doing all the payment certificate, variation, orders, and all that. And so you've got a higher percentage on those two, documentation and procurement, and then construction. Then lastly, 5% for closeout. That's where we get our apportionment for each stage of development. And then we continue here with our fee here. We'll take that 7.1 million. So it belongs 7.1 million. So we'll fix it so that we don't keep on repeating the same process. Then we can drag it, put back the drag the border there. Then we can say that multiplied by that, it will give us how much it is for inception. Then that by that will give us how much it is for concept and viability. Then we drag that, and we'll have our total. This sum should be the same as that one. That's how we can complete our check. We'll say this sum of that should be equal to this, and it is, so it's correct. We can go on with that. And now, but we now want to pay for work done. We can have our percentages like that. Let's convert that to percentage. And we have this. I'm gonna copy the top part, the fees. So we can drag it. Then we can say that progress multiplied by the fee. And percentage of work done multiplied by the fee. Then now, if inception is 100% completed, then we can pay. It means we can pay that 139,000. If concept and viability is completed, we can pay 100% of it. Design development is completed, to pay 100% of it. Documentation and procurement, only documentation has been done, so we can pay 50% there. So meaning the total sum that must be paid to the conservator currently is 2.3 million, excluding VAT. Then now we need to less previous. If there was some money paid previously, we'll say we have to less it, but this scenario we have nothing paid. It has to be accumulative, meaning this amount which is here now on the next invoice will be on the previous. It will be the previous. So this net due, this less this. So it gives us that, and then we add 15% VAT on that. 15% VAT, which is that multiplied by that. And then this is now the amount due is VAT plus that 2.3, give us 2.6. This is what is due to the quantity surveyor now. So it should be paid. So as I was saying, on the next invoice, this will be here, will be previously paid. So this is how you calculate the fees for the quantity surveyor professional. Thank you.